What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It is, Wednesday, January 19th, and we are live tonight. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I think, I'm going to check the mic. Wonderful. We got sound. It's good to see you guys. I see Leo in the chat. I see Mr. John Geese in the chat. What is going on, guys? So far, this is pretty much playing out how it is in the charts. So we're going to see. We're coming up on the daily close. This is your boy Christian Israel, also known as the Crypto Christian, at New Creation Cap across the board, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram. Is that it? Oh, and the YouTube where we're streaming right now. I guess that means I should probably share this, and you should probably share this and like this because we're live. I mean, we're live right now. So we're going to go ahead and tweet that out. Shout out to all you people. Let's go ahead and go back and watch this, see how it's going. Thank you, guys. Oh, wow. Shout out to the likes. Thank you, guys. I see the likes already coming in. I appreciate you so much. We're going to jump into some news today. And right at 6 o'clock, I'm going to drop that breaking news about the SEC and XRP. And if you've just paid attention a little bit in this space right now, you would know what is going on. But if you don't know and you have been busy and you actually work a 9 to 5, well, that's why I'm here. Not only to talk to you about crypto, but Christ and crypto. That's why we're here. God is good, new creation. If you believe in Christ and that he is your Lord and Savior, you are a new creation. He has made you new and cleansed you. And I love talking about all these things as we roll up here on the 6 o'clock hour and come in on the daily close. And you know what all eyes are really on right now? All eyes are on the Bitcoin, But before we kick off the Bitcoin, we're going to break off that breaking news right at 6 o'clock. We are actually under the pivot right now for Bitcoin. So we're still slowly heading to that next target of 40,500. 40,500, that target is still on pop and on par. But since we are here, let's go ahead and hit our breaking news. Okay, so the breaking news here, let me play this for you guys. Sorry about that. I am doing the breaking news for you. If you did not get a chance, Charles Gasparino tweeted this out earlier this morning. The scoop, Judge Netburn in the SEC versus Ripple has ruled on Ripple's request for the privileged SEC documents in determining XCP as a security. Mixed ruling for Ripple, but judge says all drafts of the former SEC official Bill Hinman's now famous speech on what constitutes a security. And we go into part 2. It says, will be admitted as evidence. Ripple is looking to show the Hinman speech indicated the SEC bias in favor of competitors such as Ethereum. Hinman has denied and states those comments were his own opinion, not official SEC position. Story developing. Well, there was more to this story. And now we're going to go ahead and give it to you on the breaking news of this story. So let me go ahead and go live with this and let you hear it for yourself.
Pulling up XRP right now because that cryptocurrency at the moment is moving. Most of the cryptos are moving lower. Bitcoin's higher, but XRP is down just under 1%, trading at about 73 cents. The lead judge in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit has just handed down a decision to allow certain documents that are crucial to the case to be allowed into evidence. Charlie Gasparino has been speaking with the experts involved. I would think, Charlie, this favors XRP big time, right?
I would say, net, yes. And we should point out that XRP is the cryptocurrency. I know Ripple's going to hate me for saying this because part of their argument is that they're not really related, but they really are. XRP is the cryptocurrency of Ripple. XRP was was created and then used to build out Ripple's blockchain platform for cross-border payments. The SEC came in, right at the end of Jay Clayton's tenure in 2020 and said XRP was used illegally, improperly. It should have been registered as a security. Ripple, which issued the XRP again, is fighting back. This is a case, it sounds like gobbledygook here, I know, but this is a huge case if you're into crypto, because if the SEC wins this case, it's carte blanche on regulating everything crypto. It can go after Ethereum. It could say Ethereum was technically a security and they didn't register, so they owe us money and they have to go through the process. And so far right now it's illegal. They could theoretically go after Bitcoin. I mean, try to track down Satoshi Nakamoto and say, why didn't you register with us, Nakamoto? Why didn't you register with us? I mean, I'm being a little facetious there, but that is a possibility. It could go back and the SEC can gain great powers. Ripple is fighting back. And one of their key arguments, Liz, is that the SEC is playing double standard. It has a double standard here. It allowed, during the Clayton years, and so far right now during the Gensler years, these other cryptocurrencies to be considered currencies and not securities. They didn't have to register with the SEC, but
right.
They made XRP.
They're held to different standards, obviously.
Different standards. So now, how are they going to prove that case? Well, they got access now to some documents, some privileged, what was considered privileged documents by the SEC. The SEC hates giving up documents and wants all its stuff done in secret. And you know why? Because they don't want, there's a debate going on. But anyway, the key part that I think that they got here is they're going to get some emails, communications, and drafts of a speech made in 2018 by a former SEC official named Bill Hinman. We've talked about him in the past. Bill gave a speech at a Yahoo Finance conference which laid out the SEC's regulatory agenda. What is a security? Why isn't Ethereum a security? Why isn't Bitcoin a security? And why these others, i.e. XRP, might be. We're going to get, at least XRP is going to get, and Ripple, they're going to get the notes, the drafts, to try to figure out, and in their view, they want to know what was the thought process, and did the SEC cut Ethereum, for example, a break? And we should point out that a lot of the former SEC officials, like Hinman, like Jay Clayton, now work for entities that do business with the Ethereum blockchain or have investments in it. It's very interesting what Ripple is arguing here. I'm not saying that confluence is the there's a huge scandal here. I'm just saying what Ripple is arguing. So this is a big case. We should point out that Mr. Clayton, Mr. Hinman had no comment. They have denied in the past any conflicts of interest that swayed their viewpoints on these. As a matter of fact, they weren't involved in any of this Ethereum stuff that they're doing now in private practice when they were at the SEC. But this is heating up, and once you get the SEC the judge allowing these documents, that means we get it. That means everybody gets it.
Right.
These are going to be interesting stories about how the SEC came up with its current regulatory framework, and very controversial. This is a huge case if you own crypto. Trust me on this one.
Yep.
Back to you, Liz.
And nobody's more out front than...
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a huge case. Like, not just a little bit, guys. Like, this is a massive case. And you heard it there. If since the SEC, since the judge has granted Ripple Labs, right, and the team of lawyers, the information, that means we get to see it. Now we really get to see it. So I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. To me, that's a win. Like, that's a win. And I don't understand, people get upset because of the price, but I'm telling you guys, price has no correlation with the news. Like, not at all. Like, there is none whatsoever. Zero correlation. Zippity doo dah. Right now, anyway. There's sell-offs. People will sell, but really when it comes to tops, bottoms, or this correction going, that's why if Ripple, all the good news we've gotten for Ripple, it always seems like, right, bad news causes sell-offs, but good news, there aren't pumps. So if it doesn't pump, then it's got to be something, right? Like, to me, it's the charts. I'm a chart guy. News just happens to follow. And just like I said, it rejected here at the 50%. And like Mr. John Gee said up here, thank you, brother. I appreciate the shout out. Like you said, I'll bring this over real quick because this is where we were. It rejected right here off the 50% as we talked about on Monday, and I said it would come down to at least with Bitcoin here, right? We're at 41. I'm expecting it to still come down to 40.4, but it still came down, and it is sitting right now on support across the board. We got 2.5s, two different sets of 0.5 fibs trying to flip it. But I think we go below one more time before we come back low just to cause a little more fear. And that's just on Bitcoin alone. I mean, I know we were talking XRP just a little bit. Same here with XRP, right, guys? It rejected right here at the 50% of this move, and it's coming down, and it's touching off of what I love. You guys know I love to do this, the parabolic curve, because once it breaks through this parabolic curve or part of parabolic curve, if it even begins to wick through at all, you know, a little candle close action, then we're going to see action. That's a good job for a short. Right now, it's bouncing off and it's retesting. It's back testing at 4618, also known as 74.5 cents, which would have been the target bounce of here before it rejected to come back down to show us and to show me that I still believe we got a chance to come down to 70.5 cents, possibly 67 to 68 cents as a possibility. Now, I'm not upset about that either because I'm trying to pack my bags. And you know why I'm trying to pack my bags? Because this lawsuit has got people not only just freaking out, right? If you don't know anything, or you're a Bitcoin maxi, the Nick Carter guy, or whatever he was talking about, right? Like, you use this as, oh, they're selling, it's everything, but somehow Bitcoin's going to the moon and everything's dumping. But if you've watched, BC Backer, I'm not going to play him. Go watch Blockchain Backer's channel. He lets you know, man. Like, 90% of nothing's moved. He does the deep dives of the overall, market long term, and he's very, very good at it. And he breaks it down for I should say, for the common person to understand, And I remember watching him when I was like, oh, okay, that's something new. The 0.702. Oh, okay, let's play with that. And based on his research, I now use the 702, and it's helped make me some money, right? Or understand or help save me some money. And so listening to other people's channels is not a bad thing, but when people use, this lawsuit incorrectly to blame whoever they want to blame, I just use it to buy the dip. Like, as it dips and dips, like I'm hoping it dips a little bit more. Like I'm hoping Ethereum goes to 26.3, 22,640 is where I'm expecting it to go. That's a quick, violent move. I don't think Bitcoin's going to go to 35K. I think Bitcoin's going to go to 37, 38, quick wick down, or maybe wick down, and go up. But I don't see it dropping another 20% from here, because then that will send altcoins another 40 to 50% down. And although I did say XRP that 36 cents to 50 cents is on the table, 65 cents, that would be a 25% to 40% move. That would be violent and quick. But my bags will be packed if I see that happening. Right now, I have no trades. Sometimes you just don't trade. But here's what's going on, man. There's people who've been following this lawsuit. It's insane. And here's an article here on Finance Feeds. It says SEC can't shake off Empower Oversight's question about improper conduct in XRP lawsuit. It's so obvious. I don't. If you've paid any attention, I don't need to talk more about it. I just bring it up. We know it's been going on for a year and some change now. A year and a month, 13 months. So we know how stupid this is. 13 months, right? 2020. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? December 12th, 2020? Or Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2020. Something like that, around that time, right? It's been frustrating. And I think it's what slowed down the whole market. It's slowed down. The little pops, but when this goes, guys, I'm telling you, when this goes, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. And right now, what I've noticed, and this is the thing, guys, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I know there's a few of you guys here, and some people stop by. TikTok seems to be where my audience is. I'm getting views galore there, likes. That seems to be what the space is. I just like doing the live streams. I'm going to have to figure out maybe how to start going live and connecting my TikTok on there. I just decided to start it, and that's where it is, So With XRP earlier, I did short just a little bit last night at 75. I shorted 75 and I got out at 73 and a half right here. I think, yeah, it was today. Was that today? Yeah, it was today. It was last night into the day. Last night, right at 6 o'clock. I shorted this at 6 o'clock last night, like 5:57 right before the close, because it always pumps right up. So I got into a short right here at the candle close. Got out here at 73 and a half. That was good because I definitely needed a win because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 straight losses trying to catch those. So I needed a nice win today. I'm still setting up for the big. I have not hit the big trade yet. It's the one that I have been waiting, I don't know, 4 years for. And what I mean by that is this one trade outside of my hodls, right? I have my hodls, but this is my capital. This is the trade for me that I have been waiting, and that's why I see the charts and why I'm charting and why I kind of went away for a year. Wasn't expecting it at all. I really wanted to perfect what I was doing in the charts outside of building my family and the company. I really wanted to perfect how I saw the charts and this crypto market is so volatile. If I could really perfect down to up movements, and that maybe not exact targets, but if I can get close to it, once this market's ready to pump, also into correction, then the next year will be very profitable outside of the hodl. So, my generational wealth plan is my investments in the ISO 2020 coins and some of the metaverse coins, some of the gaming coins, right? Of course, XRP, XLM, Algo, Hedera. Speaking of Hedera, here's some of the news on Hedera right here. It says the opening source of the Hashgraph consensus layer will serve to further accelerate its development and expand the number of contributors. The Hedera council members also announced that the network code will be out of beta with the next mainnet upgrade. So this is here, guys, in Dallas, Texas. What? Dallas, Texas? That's where this is. The Hedera Governing Council. Man, I just saw that was Dallas, Texas. I think I need to go figure out exactly where and when and be a part of this. It says here, the vision has always been for Hedera to be a council member-driven organization enabling the most decentralized governance and therefore broadest reaching public network on the market, said Scott Thiel, partner at DLA Piper, one of the original governing council members. We believe now is the time to enable the fastest adoption possible of the Hedera network to capitalize on growing demand for public distributed ledger technology. Now, you guys know when I say finance, if I was to say finance fund, right? Or something like that. When I say the word the finance infrastructure, to me, that's distributed ledger technology, DLT. Yeah, that's XOP, Algo. Well, Algo's got its own blockchain, but Hedera, XRP, that's the 3 main ones. There's other ones. You got Quant. Speaking of Quant, this is Quant here. Quant, new version 2.1.6 includes architectural changes for enterprise-grade smart contracts. Smart contracts coming soon. Smart contracts, and that's the key. That is absolutely the key to all of this. Smart contracts, distributed ledger technology. That is the key to the financial system. And I have been telling you guys this for the longest time. If you started watching me back in 2019, 2020, actually 2 years ago right now, it would have started. If you started watching me then, that means you got into Cardano early. You got into HBAR really early, Gala really early, XDC, also known as Zenfin, really early, Quant really early, Elron really early. You would have got into pretty much anything on this channel that I would have discussed early. Now, we weren't big on the DeFi then, so I didn't get big in DeFi. I missed out on the DeFi, the NFT world, because that's not my focus. My focus is the actual banking governmental infrastructure. I think it's awesome for decentralized movement. I think it's awesome for everybody to have a bank account. And I think it's awesome to have freedom for the government. And I believe in that movement for the people. But I also believe in investing. And we know the government and investments is not going away. Also, my Bible says a lot of things, and I follow to the best of my manly ability to listen to what is being said. And one of those things, prophetically, is part of the system that we are all interested in investing in. And in the one world government, one world currency, where everything be able to buy and trade, government can control it. It is cryptocurrency. They are going to use the blockchain. John Gee, shout out, said he was in H-bar at 3.5 cents. And right now, H-bar is 26 cents. So that means H-bar, let's see. Whoa, back it on up. Back it on up. Back it on up. 3.5 cents, guys. Bang. Look at that. Right here. March 2020, August, into either last year, but I'm pretty sure he got in prior to the summer. Not quite sure. I'd say summer. But this is a good place for him to get in. So, shout out to Johnny. We're going to go ahead and check your price range. 3.5 cents to right now, 628%. That's a win. He turned $1 into $628, guys. $1 into $628. Shout out to him. I'm glad, John Gees, that you were able to make a little bit of money off of that. And we're not done yet. I don't think Hedera hits $1. But we can go ahead and look at that right now. So why don't we break down Hedera, since we are here, since XRP and Bitcoin are still doing pretty much the same things that everything looks like. So let's start with this to this and see what we have. If we've already finished the wave. Boom. Wave is already done right there. So this wave is done. It's back tested. We got to throw the 618 on here real quick, so we know the full move, the back test, and we are under the 4238. So that is done there. So now we're going to check the extension of this 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 3, 4. If we believe this 4 is over, like this is continuing and working on 5 right now, this is what I am going to say. I'm going to say that this was our bottom. So 1, 3, 4 here. And we are going to go right here to see exactly where this could go. And I see what, $2.18. That's where I can see this going at most. I would get, $2 is definitely $1.90, $1.75 is really where I'm getting out of H-bar completely. And from here, for me, from here is another 600%. Not bad. And that's where I see that. So, you see this really coming down here to test the lows, right? Really, really, really test those lows. And don't be surprised if it comes back to 21 cents to double tap right here. Going to double tap this right here, and then off we go. And I think it's going to be quick, and it's going to be wild, right? It's going to be quick, and it's going to be wild. That is what I see for H-bar. So, not only are we seeing the governing council making this, version 1 of the Hedera network code is an important milestone for the council and community, providing a robust network for anyone, anywhere in the world to build and deploy decentralized applications, says the chief technology advisor, business for WorldPlay FIS, co-chair of the Hedera Council Technical Steering and Product Committee. Man, that guy's got a lot of titles. And purchasing and making open source the underlying Hashgraph algorithm will ensure that the network development continues to be collaborative, produced, shared freely, published transparently, and developed for the good of the community. The ongoing collaboration between members of the council, including Swirlds, gives us the best structure to facilitate the exponential growth of the world's most advanced public ledger infrastructure. The world's most advanced infrastructure. John Gees, that's what you're investing in. That is what you are investing in, Mr. John Gees. That is what I am investing in. Anybody else who holds H-bar, that's what you're investing in. That's pretty cool. I mean, if I'm deep in H-bar. I'm deep in H-bar, so I'm not mad about this. And now on the short term, we're looking at a little down movement here, but on the grand scheme of things, guys, let's check it out. That is our bottom. I'm going to look for a confirmation of some moves here real quick, just to see. Oh, yeah. Yep, 183. So, yep, 175, 180 is where I get out. I mean, it definitely could overextend. It looks like it wants to overextend, but if you're looking just for this part of the bull run, I'll tell you right now, 175 is where I would get out of 1,000%. Now, it could still go to 215, 220, right? And that's all good and awesome there, but what are you chasing another 50 to 100%? 20, 30, 40%. I don't even know how much more percent that would be. If I get out right here, let's say 175, you're chasing another 20%. So that's where I'd get out. You don't really guys have to listen to that, but that's where I'm out of HBAR for sure. I mean, this is great news. This is great news. The world's most advanced public ledger infrastructure. HBAR is connected. Quant connects all of that, which, we right here is what we're talking about now. The Overledger right there, version 2.17. Highly secured and tested, developed by the team of PhDs. Quant smart contracts. There we go. We know that's Flare Finance and Songbird. Smart contracts is where it's at. That's what DeFi is, right? Execution of the smart contracts. We all get paid when things happen. Man, and I'm looking for a quant to create me some smart contract logarithms so we can make some serious money. So if this happens and this happens and this happens, we go here on the trade. If this happens and this happens, this happens, we go here on the trade. The logarithm automatically knocks it out, and that's what all this is. The XTC, the XRP talking about that, going wrapped, right? Quant, HBAR, XLM is talking about that on IBM's network, or the Circle, right? And moving the derivatives. Come on, man. Smart contracts is where it's at. Cardano's really ready to move. I mean, price-wise, I don't know what's going on in the tech world right now, because that's just, we'll see what happens with there. But, I think we'll see what happens with this retrace with Cardano. It has bottomed out. It's got 1, 2, 3. I think, let me look at that a little closer. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was just a 3 wave. 1, 2, 3, and that was 4. We could get a 5 with an impulse. Let's see, we'll get an impulse for a double touch to 176, or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a 3 impulse wave. We don't know if that's wave 4. Going to shoot up with an impulse. I can tell you this much. If it did shoot up, oh man, that's perfect. The impulse did finish, it would go to that target which is 185. 185 would be a target for Cardano. So I'm going to actually watch that for a trade. I'm going to watch that Cardano. If we get a nice close and this goes and we get a nice little spot to watch for, if we can break over 135 and hold that area, because that's where we are right now. We're sitting on, see these wicks here? We're trying to break. This is sitting right at resistance right now. We're sitting right at resistance. And that's what I see here. And since we are sitting at resistance, there's no need to jump in a trade here. This, you can see that across the board is a major area. So right there, boom. Right there, my friends, 135 is resistance. If we can break through that and get a little back test on wave 1, then that would be a nice little trade to catch, taking it to 185. So we're going to watch that and see. But in the meantime, what we're really watching is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is doing its thing. So now that I pulled this over and that's done that, we can get rid of that and go back to our original pull down of this. And again, so here's the scary news on Bitcoin. Officially on this down move, since we have a high, a low, and a higher high, and this movement here on this 8 hour, on the 8 hour candle, okay, and I'm going to zoom in here. On the 8 hour candle, that means officially for Bitcoin, $35,500 is officially on the table now. Like, I can say it is possible for Bitcoin to go down to 35,500, wick down there with a candle close right to 37K. If it does that and wicks, violently, it is now Wednesday. So we have a couple days to see this happen. And this is what I see. And this will be my daily drop later. Okay? 35.5. Is that what I just said? Yeah, okay. Just making sure that was still the same. Didn't mess it up. There we go. 35.5. So what do I see possibly happening? Now, this will not be a direct move, but from here, folks, from right here, I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know who, and I don't know if this is true. But I see a wick straight down to, there we go, 35.5. Then we come back up to this area to 37.7 and close it. And I know that's ugly. That's, to me, that's a worst case. Like, that's the worst case scenario. Worst case. And this is the Bears beating the Bulls down, beating them down, beating them down, beating them down, right? Like, that is where it is. But if we break 41,800 candle close on the 8 hour, get a strong candle close above 41,900. Let's say that. 41,900. A strong candle close on the 8 hour, which is in 7 hours and 30 minutes. The next candle, or by next morning, above now a candle close, not a 1 hour, but a big fat 8 hour candle close. Again, guys, above 41,900. We get that close, then I'll be more bullish to the upside. I can say we've touched and we're ready to go. But even though the altcoins haven't really bounced yet, we're not there yet. So right now I see that going down. Nasty wick. One more just beat you down, stab your heart, rip it out. That is what I see. One more of those. I know you don't like to hear that, but if you stop by, please hit that like channel, that like button. If you hear, I know you don't want to hear, but so far, man, if you go back and look, I'm just telling you what the charts have said. I have no thing. But when I see, why do I watch Bitcoin? I watch Bitcoin because where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market goes. So if Bitcoin's going to go, then I got to expect XRP to dump. And since, that's my thing, and we're right here, we're coming down. I mean, that would cause, look at this, bink, to 70.5 again. But I wouldn't be afraid of a 67. And look at this, 63 cents. Double tap down here, there's that 63.5. It can come wick to 62.5, or even wick down to 68. So if I'm really going to do this, I'm going to say it's going to hit the 2.25 and get more accurate here. So, and I'm going to turn that yellow right here. Bang. And this is where I sounds like when doves cry. So there we go. We're looking. Let's move it up to here. Now look at that. That would create a lower low. So this is what I'm saying. 68. 68.6, at least for a bounce. We'll see how it reacts there. If we don't get a violent bounce out of there, like a violent bounce out of there, then we're gonna see 65 cents. So that's what I see. Again, what we're watching forward when that break is, and I'm not saying, hey, short the market right now. I mean, I guess it depends on what your leverage is, right? But this ABC part of that finished. It hit that target. It bounced. So this retrace right here, guys, right there, that one, over with. Okay? This move right here, boom, over with. Okay? So now we're able to see where all that, hold up. Make sure I did that right. Yes, I did that right. Okay. So now we're looking right here to get our next one. We're going to go ahead and pull this down, fib. Now I'm going to unextend the line so we don't have to go crazy with it right now. We're going to go right here, guys, just so we can look to see what this is like, and I can get rid of that target. I'm going to get rid of, because we already talked about all these targets. So all that's played out already, so we can go ahead and delete that because this is our live chart. This is what we're watching. We got the parabolic move going here. One touch, two touch. If it breaks down, we know to short it. We also see here already, guys, we're going to live chart this right now. Already on that pool, you see this rejection here. Okay. However, it's bounced here. So if we break above 74 right? And we, go ahead and bust, and I see us going to try to touch 76 again. If we do not touch the 76 mark, we've already seen it. We have rejected, flipped, boom, rejected, right off the 50%. So for me, that says we go lower until it breaks. Again, it's always the 50% as we gone each time. When I was here, right? Here you can see, look, boom, right there, break, 50% goes down. Move it down to the next break. Here, breaks up right in this area. See the top, see that? 50%, breaks down, back test, boom, breaks down. And this was the bottom. So it showed me it was going lower. Look, guys, we are still right there. When we look, we are still 50% to wick. So until we break this level, really 75.4, that is a good. I'm going to short around 74.5 anyway. That's what I'm looking for. So this is what we see. And so Bulls versus Bears, I'm still very bullish in the mid to long term, right? Short term, not so much. I'm going to see this go down, and it's been profitable. Sometimes you got to be able to short. Sometimes you got to be able to long on both sides. Make that money. Mr. Lee, it says, did you cover the total altcoin market cap? I need to go back and check yet. Not yet, but you know what? We can. We can go ahead and hit that total. You want the total without the Bitcoin? Or you want the total one? You want total one. Total one. All. Total. Boujas. Let's go here. Break it down. I'm going to bring it all the way down. All right. Oh, man. So this can't be the best. So I haven't looked at total in a while, but you can see that I already TA'd this right here. You can see I already TA'd this. So let's do this. We're going to set this off. We're going to go ahead and take off the extended lines. Okay, so I did this back December. No, I didn't do this in December then. I know I didn't. I don't know when I did this, but it's been a while. So my profit take would have been there, which is the 4.236. That's always my profit take. That's why I set that there. But then we got to go up here to the full extension, and I like to do the 702, and then I like to go red because that's my top. And so what do I see from here? As you can see, it pays at 3618, comes down. This is kind of what it does every time. Boom. And this is, then 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back testing 2. We're not going to break below this. See this? We're not going to break below 1.75 again, but we are back testing 1.84. So that's another, $0.14 trillion. We go down a little bit. I think that will back test it, and I think that will give us a whole nice little scare in the market. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And up we go. And I think this is our target. That is what I see. That is how I like it. This is what I am. This is what you are. This is how I call it. That's what I see there. For me, it's pretty simple. Obviously, I was definitely here before this part because I see the breakup right there. So this is what, man, that chart is pretty, but I see just a little push there. Bink, a little breakdown. I'm going to go double tap. I think a double tap is wanted because this is it right here. Doo-doo. Let me jump in here real quick. Let's see if that is. Just that move. 2. Okay, that looks like that would be the 2. That would make sense to me. Yep. So this is what we're looking like on a larger scale there. So does that answer your question? It says, man, Leo, you're crazy. Flare is hiring quantum computing experts right now, too, and other positions. They're getting ready to debut quarter one. Ooh, quarter one, man. Quarter one is exciting for all of us. Quarter one is exciting for all of us. That is an important, exciting time. Exciting time. Let's see here. Alex the Bull Diaz. What's going on, brother? You are a bull to its fullest. I know. You are a bull. You have always been a bull, and I'm not mad at you for it because I am bullish long term. Midterm, I'm bullish. Not for Bitcoin because Bitcoin has already had its top. But it still dictates. But a retrace is coming. A retrace is coming. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. A retrace is coming, guys. Let's see here. So Zero Hedge, you know, speaking of reset. Speaking of reset, listen to this.
Market Gauge Group Managing Director Michelle Schneider. Michelle, is this just the beginning of the Great Reset?
One more time.
Market Gauge Group Managing Director Michelle Schneider. Michelle, is this just the beginning of the Great Reset?
Yes, that is my TV right here. And I saw that and I heard, I go, what, the Great Reset? What do you mean the Great Reset? And I heard, and you know, and then boom, this is what Zero Hedge pops off. Because the last time the Fed hiked this high, right, 50 BPSs, was in May 2000 when it burst the dot-com bubble. It took the NASDAQ 14 years to recover. 14 years to recover. Man, like, it's coming. That's why they're trying to get that reset. Like, it's coming. It's coming. Here's this article from financialhealthnetwork.org. It's on digital currencies and the financial health. Digital currencies have the potential to improve financial health for millions, but it depends on how they are designed and integrated into the financial services. Now, this was actually presented by PayPal. PayPal. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. But what is defining financial health? Financial health is crucial to the overall well-being of individuals, families, and communities. The Financial Health Network definition is helpful. Financial health refers to the ability to spend, save, borrow, and plan in a manner that enables resilience and the pursuit of opportunities over time. Financial health can be measured by the following 8 indicators. And they sit here and they name things. And the first one, another spend. The first 2 are under spend. And is 1, spend less than income. Pay bills on time. Number 3, save. Have sufficient liquid savings. Have sufficient long-term savings. 5, borrow. Have manageable debt. Have a prime credit score. 7 and 8, plan. Have appropriate insurance. And plan ahead financially. Oh boy, that sounds so easy to do. We're going to stop right there. Because that sounds easy to do. But man, you ever been broke? I mean, like ramen noodles broke. Like mac and cheese broke. How the hell am I supposed to manage my debt if I'm broke? Have appropriate assurance and plan ahead financially if I'm broke. How am I going to have liquid savings if I don't have anything to save? Obviously, if I'm broke, I'm spending more than I'm making. How is that possible in this life? Why do we spend more than we make? I mean, is everyone carrying around a $1,000 iPhone now in America and around the world? What is broke? You have no excuse. I had no excuse. I did something about it. I say right now, if you have not liked this or shared this, and you agree, this is the time to do it. I'm here to help you give financial freedom. Winning the lottery in slow motion is not easy, but you can be broke. But what are you doing to get out of that situation? You can be poor. What are you doing to get out of that situation? Man, do you eat fast food? Or do you cook your own dinner? Do you Uber everywhere? Or do you ride a bike or walk or take public transportation? Do you take out loans to buy cars you can't afford? Or do you buy a used car? Are you renting a $5,000 a month place when you really should be renting $1,200 a month? Are you working a $20 an hour job but living a $50 an hour life? These are those things that we think about. Crypto can help with that. The banks are not helping us, right? We don't really help ourselves enough, but you can help yourselves by spending what you can spend. We can't really dictate exactly how much we earn, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I work for nobody. I mean, I work for my clients, but I'm my own company. I am my own business. I have people who work for me and people who work with me, and we all do this together. I do this channel, all this stuff right here, just because I want to help people. If I can help one person, which John Gee said he made a little bit of money, right, with H-Bar, that's why I'm here. But in reality, you need to help free yourself. That's educate yourself. Do your own research. I am no different than you. In fact, you are probably right now, you could be in a better position than I was when I got into crypto, right? And now I'm in a way better position, right? The Lord has blessed me with many things. And so I try to give back. And one of those is helping with financial freedom. Here, speaking of an experiment, a CBDC is the digital form, right, we've been talking about. And 87 countries have experimented in 2017. Right? So everyone is testing CBDCs. Are you hearing? If 87 countries representing over 90% of the global GDP, including the U.S., are currently exploring a CBDC compared to only 35 countries in May of 2020? Can you believe that? That is 100% plus growth. I mean, that's close to 175%. Right? Private forms of digital currency are also in their early days stablecoins. We know that. How do you spend cash flow, high fees? We're not going to get into Ethereum. Save, borrow, plan. That's what they want you to do. Save, borrow, plan. Save, borrow, plan. Save, borrow, plan. Spend, receive. You know what I don't see in there? Financial Help Network? Invest. I don't see invest. How am I saving money? What good is me to put my money in the bank at 0.5% when I can go to New Creation Capital right now and say, hey, can you sign me up for passive income? And that's guaranteed 7% because setting it up with DeFi. Or setting it up with our custodian for crypto, right? I mean, speaking of custodian, Nexo, which we use, taps back to custody customers' Ether and Bitcoin, right? Like back alone. So we are using that off the jump, right? Like we use everything. You can be your own bank. I mean, I can help you. That's why I'm right here, right now for you. I'm trying to help you. We're trying to help each other. You guys teach me things too, That's what it's about. That's what this space is about. It shouldn't be about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, or XRP, or whatever it may be, or XDC, or NFT rug pull this, or DeFi that, or ICO this, or your thing this, or your thing this, right? If you want to invest in Bitcoin, good for you. I don't own any. 0. I did. I sold it already, and I'm going to buy back in when it hits like 12K. Right? Because I see that as an asset to make money off of because other people buy it, so why not? But I'm not going to invest in Bitcoin. I'm not going to put my net worth in Bitcoin. No, I'm going to put it in something that's a long-term investment. Let it grow. Right? This is where the space is going. Your crypto is safe, but not your custody, not your keys, not your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. speaking of internationally and the CBDCs, India's soon-to-be passed data protection bill recommends using Ripple's payment system alternative to SWIFT. Bing, bang, boom. The committee therefore strongly recommended that an alternative indigenous financial system should be developed on the lines of similar systems somewhere such as Ripple, USA, and Instex, I almost said Eastern, in Europe, which would not only ensure privacy but also give a boost to the digital economy. Guys, know what you own. Know what you own. It is that simple. Do you know what you own? Do you know what you own? Talking about banks, let's go in the news some more. Morocco's largest bank joins Ripple Net. Morocco. Anybody ever heard of Morocco? I really want to visit Morocco. I mean, I think it's a free country. I heard it's a free country. I know there's a lot of craziness going around, but I think Morocco's still one of those free countries that you can walk around in. I mean, what is free now? Don't get me started. I just got something banned anyway. They took away my YouTube when I talked about Grayscale's Bitcoin thing. They took it down because I talked about how much Bitcoin Grayscale owned and how Bitcoin wasn't decentralized. They took it down. I guess that's misinformation. But this isn't. The largest banking institution in Morocco with $53.3 billion worth of assets under management has joined the RippleNet network, according to a recent report published by Brass News. The tie-up will allow the bank to conduct instantaneous transactions with its partners. At the Tafari, didn't get that right, bank also announced a partnership with Thunes, a business-to-business cross-border payment network based in Singapore. RippleNet's banking partners include Santander, Bank of America, Indus Bank, Banco Veneto, and others. Last month, CEO Brad Garlinghouse announced that Ripple had its best year to date with on-demand liquidity, a payment solution that uses XRP as a bridge currency, now accounting for a fourth of all transactions. Ripple has been laser focused on Middle Eastern nations and countries for years. The region has become the place to be for the embattled company due to legal troubles on its home turf. In late 2018, the National Bank of Kuwait launched a remittance service powered by Ripple. Last May, the National Bank of Egypt joined the RippleNet network. In an October interview with Bloomberg, Garlinghouse said that the Middle East was Ripple's fastest growing region. This came shortly after Ripple announced a partnership with Dubai-based foreign exchange company called Al Ansari Exchange. Ripple Labs is doing big things despite the SEC doing its best to crush us. I said us. I didn't say Ripple. I said us. The retail investor. That is who the SEC is trying to crush. And me and you guys in here, we're just trying to do it right. We're just trying to do it right, man. We're trying to invest. You know why? Because it's coming. The Russian central bank has done more than U.S. Treasury bonds. More U.S. Treasury bonds. The world is purposely trying to crash the U.S. economy, as well as the U.S. is trying to crash the U.S. economy. The Great Reset is here. The Great Reset. I said it. The Great Reset is here. The Great Reset is here.
Managing Director Michelle's Market Gauge Group, Managing Director Michelle Schneider. Michelle, is this just the beginning of the Great Reset?
Is this just the beginning of the Great Reset? In 2013, the Russian central bank owned $150 billion worth of U.S. government bonds. That's what it was in 2013, not the plus 7% inflation, plus 20% inflation. With all of that new inflation, we have all this money printed. We know dang well how expensive everything is now. With that, they now own $2.4 billion. That is 147.6 $1476. $1476 billion less. Wow. It's coming. And then Biden's pushing this narrative right now, guys, that they're going to go into Ukraine. And they're going to attack Ukraine. They're pushing and pushing. Going to take them off the SWIFT. It's happening. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, South America, China. They're trying to create their own central system. I've been saying this since back in the day. Been saying it since back in the day. You have a friend that lives in Morocco? I thought Morocco was like where Fast and Furious was. A couple of those. I wasn't sure. Morocco looks awesome. I hear the people are awesome, the women are pretty, and the men are wealthy. I hear that's a place that people who love the treasures of the world would love to be. And, you know, they call God's money gold because it was created here. But they're stockpiling it. I think God's money is worship, by the way. I think that's what God's money is. When we worship him. Hit that like button if you worship him. It's about 6:53. It's time to go ahead and close out that as we come into the close, man. We've talked a lot today. I mean, we talked about the SEC. We did some news. Did you have fun today? Did you enjoy kicking it with me? I appreciate you, man. This will grow again as we figure this out. I really need to figure out how to attach this live and attach it to my TikTok. If someone can help me do that, that would be great. But everything's still watching. We're still waiting. We are still waiting. So, I read something today. I forgot my Bible over there, and I write down every morning. But I think it was Matthew 7:9, maybe. That he requires mercy from us to others. Like, we are supposed to give mercy. And that got me thinking as I wrote today, you know, as I get frustrated with things or people. One of my biggest things down here that I get frustrated with is how people drive here in Dallas. Like, the way people drive here in Dallas frustrates me beyond belief. But grace is what he requires of us. And that's hard. But when I sit back and I really think about it, man, all the grace he continues to give me, it's not that hard at all. When I look at the person I'm yelling at in my backseat in my car as I drive, and like, is that how God really wants me to talk to that person? You know, it says, the scriptures say, you know, can you praise God and curse with the same tongue? Right? How can you curse God's creation and praise him with the same tongue he has given us? And I struggle with that consistently. You know, trying to be a good father and a good husband and, you know, a good brother, a good son, a good person for you guys, you know. So that's just my thoughts. Is who are you giving grace to? Who do you need to just forgive so you can move on? I mean, some people will say, even if you're not a believer, right? Say you're not a believer. There's a saying that if you don't forgive somebody, they're living rent-free in your head. You want to stay mad at somebody, living rent-free in your head. I do always live stream during bear markets. Because everyone pumps. I just like to talk. We need to learn about something else. During bear markets is when I get bullish. That's when you need to pump it. Pump the jam. But, man, that's my word for tonight. You know, grace, forgiveness, what the Lord has. And I pray that you guys are able to find the peace and understanding that only the Lord could give. And it's hard, definitely in these times when we are unsure of how tomorrow is going to be, what tomorrow is going to bring. Are we going to do another lockdown, or is there going to be another booster, or another this, or another that? But one thing we know that we can count on for sure is that Jesus Christ is awesome. He is our Lord and our Savior. He is mine. He could be yours too if he's not already. You know, I do the Christ in Crypto. Last 5 minutes we chatted up. We talk about it. I'm thinking about getting a new tattoo. One of my favorite verses, you know, you can't serve money and God. You will hate one and love the other. You can't serve two masters. You know, that's this. that in itself is just amazing because we talk finance and we talk life and we talk spiritual and we talk anything, right? Whatever we want to talk about in the chats as we grow and as we get back to doing our Mondays and Wednesdays and really kicking it together, you know, now is the time. Do it before you're wealthy. Find God before you're wealthy. I mean, you can make money and believe in what you want. But just know that my treasures are in heaven. I can't take any of this with me. In fact, I can't take any of you with me. But I hope to see you all. Because one thing that we know that we all have, everything that we know is final, is death. Now, I haven't had anyone die that's close to me recently. But there's been a lot of people who have lost somebody. And I know it's tough. We've got clients. We had a client pass recently, actually. A client's father also passed. And, you know, people want to know what's on the other side. And I can't guarantee you from my mouth. I can only guarantee you from the Word of God. And there is life, and He is the way, the truth, and the life. And that is my Lord and Savior, and that is why I'm here right now. I just appreciate you guys kicking it with me and coming and talking with me and listening to it, you know, because the last 5 minutes, this is what we do. This is just what we do. So I think, guys, that is it. I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you all. You are all so, so amazing. Do you know that? Do you know how amazing you are? I love you all. I appreciate you all. Let's go ahead and check up out of this place and get out of here. Leo and John, I appreciate you guys chatting it up with me. And then I know Lee stopped by and Alex stopped by. Man, you guys are blowing up the chats today, right? I appreciate you all. We're going to get out of here. It's about 7 o'clock. Again, we're watching. The charts are still the same. Nothing is different. 35 is on the table. We're going to watch it. Again, if this does reject, we got about 16 hours. So on the daily drop tomorrow, we should be able to go from there. And no. Besides that, guys, I love you guys all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Like and subscribe. Do the social media thing. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Please be safe. Please don't over leverage. Don't use this channel for that. Use this channel for fun. Educational purposes only. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you all. You have a wonderful night. God bless, and I will catch you on the flip side. Later, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.